What's the most powerful weapon in the world? It's not money, not strength, not even technology. It's your mind. But here's the truth: your mind can either build you, or it can destroy you. Most people lose because they let their thoughts control them. They quit when it gets hard. They run when pain shows up. But if you learn to master your mind, if you can control the voice that says stop, there's nothing in this world that can break you. This is how you do it. The most powerful weapon you own isn't your phone, your computer, or even your physical strength. It's your mind. When the world goes quiet, when there's no one around to motivate you, when you're lying awake in the middle of the night, your brain is the only companion you have. And sometimes, that companion isn't a friend. It whispers doubts, throws fear in your face, and tries to convince you that you're not enough. If you don't learn to master it, it will master you. And once that happens, life feels impossible. But if you can take control, if you can direct your mind like a weapon, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Most people think their biggest obstacles are outside of them: money problems, lack of support, tough jobs, or even health. But the truth is, the greatest obstacle lives inside your own head. There are 24 hours in a day. Even if you talk to a friend, a coach, or a therapist, most of those hours you are alone with your thoughts. Alone with the voice that tells you to quit. Alone with the doubt that says, you're not strong enough. You'll never make it. That's the real enemy. Not the pain. Not the challenge. Not the world outside. The enemy is the part of your brain that wants comfort, the part that whispers, just give up. If you listen, you lose. But if you fight back, you win. Here's the secret that transformed a weak, overweight man into one of the toughest Navy SEALs alive: he left himself with no escape route. When he decided to change, he burned the bridges behind him. There was no plan B, no backup option, no maybe later. And when your brain realizes there's no exit, something powerful happens. It adapts. It strengthens. It stops negotiating and starts obeying. Imagine telling yourself, we are going to do this. We are going to push through, no matter what. When quitting is not even on the table, the mind has no choice but to grow stronger. Pain, suffering, struggle, most people run from these. But the strongest people don't just accept them, they redefine them. What once felt unbearable becomes their new normal. Stress fractures? Broken sleep? Exhaustion? That just becomes the daily routine. And here's the shocking truth: once your mind accepts that suffering is part of the process, it stops feeling like suffering. It becomes habit. It becomes life. This is how you develop mental armor. Every time you face hardship and don't run, you harden your mind, like steel forged in fire. The scariest part of life isn't failure. It's believing you're giving your best when you're actually operating far below your potential. At nearly 300 pounds, working a job spraying insects for barely $1,000 a month, one man thought he was already working hard. But he wasn't even close. When he finally pushed beyond his comfort zone, losing over 100 pounds, surviving Navy SEAL training, enduring unimaginable pain, he realized something terrifying: his old maximum effort was barely scratching the surface. Most people never discover what they're capable of because they stop at good enough. But if you keep pushing, if you break through that invisible wall, you'll see a new level of strength you never thought existed. And here's another truth: pain can become your greatest source of power. When your body is broken, when you're exhausted, when you feel like you can't take another step, if you choose to keep going anyway, you unlock a hidden reserve of energy. That's your survival system switching on. And if you train yourself to tap into it every single day, you become unstoppable. Imagine waking up, taping your broken feet, and running into one of the toughest training programs in the world. While healthy people around you are quitting, you're still moving forward. That isn't physical strength, it's pure mental dominance. Some people move forward out of anger. They want to prove others wrong. They want to show the world. But anger doesn't last. It burns hot and fades quickly. To keep going when life gets unbearable, you need something deeper, something unshakable. Call it discipline, call it soul, call it purpose. It's that inner foundation that doesn't burn away when things get hard. It's the bedrock of who you are. And you only find it by walking through hell, not by avoiding it. Every single day, you have to face yourself. Look in the mirror and ask, am I proud of this person? Am I doing the work? Or am I lying to myself? Accountability is brutal. It means taking responsibility not just for your big goals, but for the small daily actions that no one else sees. It's about showing up even when no one claps, even when no one believes in you. True growth comes when you hold yourself to a higher standard than anyone else ever could. And people ask, why do you always talk about pain? Why do you always talk about suffering? The answer is simple, because peace doesn't come first. You don't find peace sitting on a couch, waiting for comfort. Peace is on the other side of suffering. You only discover who you really are when you've endured hardship, when you've faced adversity, when you've carried responsibility even when it crushed you. That's when you find the quiet strength inside yourself. That's when you find peace. So remember this, your mind can be your greatest prison, or your most powerful weapon. If you let it control you, you're finished. But if you take control, if you push past your false limits, if you embrace suffering as fuel, you become unstoppable. Don't run from the pain. Don't look for an escape. Face it. Own it. Become it. Because the day you master your mind is the day you master your life. And if this message inspired you, don't just keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. Hit that subscribe button for more powerful lessons on discipline, resilience, and mental toughness. Because your next level starts right here when you decide to master your mind.